He's back here with day 4 of our Worlds preview, and now it's time to say hello to DFM. Detonation FocusMe, the pride of the LGL. Winners of 13 LGL titles? What the heck? Like, no way. Like, that is ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. In fact, they have won 13 LGL titles and have been runners-up in 5 of them, which means they have been to every single LGL finals since 2014. I mean, that is ridiculous. Not even G2 Esports can ever hold the candle for what the LGL do. So that is already ridiculous enough. So without even, dollying around, let's just meet the players. Utapon, he is back in the top lane, replacing Evie, of course, who's now gone to Heretics. I mean, the guy's gone from bot lane, top lane, bot lane, to now top lane again. It's ridiculous, of course. He is a Rumble player, he is a Sion player, and he's a Gnar player sometimes. He can also play the Poppy and Renekton as well, but these are his 3 most important gems. 61.2% kill participation and 24% damage. 20.7% gold percentage, that's pretty good for him. I think he's the straw that serves the DFM's, of course, drink, of course. And I think, he is a pretty good player. He's a leader of this team. He has been to every single LGL victory and loss since the way back in 2013-ish. So I can say that without certainty, he is really good. Like Faker, he has been with this team longer than anybody else. So I think, we all know the captain. We all know he's a leader, and I think he could be important for the team, and I think he should perform better than his MSI predecessors. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty hard for him. Next up is Steel, Korean jungler. 72.3% kill participation, 14.1% damage with an 18.2 gold percentage. Sejuani, Poppy, Makai is better champions. I think he's good. He's decent enough, of course, Steel. I think he can be pretty good in the jungle. I think we wanted to see him compete against, Croc and the other junglers in the play-ins, of course, which is going to be really tough for those junglers as well. But I think because with the meta not being changed in Worlds, I think we can see the Sejuani and Poppy played even more, and of course maybe Makai might be banned, but who knows. Ari is our next champion. It's not confused with the champion. It's Ari, A-R-I, and he has a 66 kill participation with a 29% damage. Man, that's not bad. Azir, Nico, Chase, he can play Cassante, he can play Kai'Sa mid. That's not bad. He could be a Flexer champion, of course. So I think he could be really threatful in the mid lane, of course. And with a 29.1% damage, that's pretty much not bad. Milan, bot lane, 4.9 KDA, lowest among the team. He has a 25.5% damage with a 24.4% gold percentage. He can play the Xayah, he can play the Aphelios. Those are the 2 main champions right now in terms of the meta and everybody else. I think that's probably it. I think Milan's champion pool will be picked because he can play the Zeri, but Zeri is not popular. He can play the Varus, but he's not popular. And he can play the Sivir, which he only played once, and it didn't work out. So I think his champion pool might be pinched. I think, bot lane is probably the most important role in this game right now. And if his champion pool is getting pinched, I don't think he'll have a good chance. And finally, to the support, he's going to Harp. He can play Rakan, he can play the Alistar, he can play the Milio as well. And I think he can play a little bit of Blitzcrank when initiated. I think that could be a feather in his cap, for the rest of the teams, because I think it's the unknown. You never know if the Blitzcrank come in a game like this, maybe in a huge game like this, especially in play-ins and especially in the Swiss, if they can get there, of course. So that's the team, of course. The win-loss by the sides, 13-1 on blue side. The red side, not so much, 8-5, which is going to be a pretty much problem because I think DFM is really good at blue side. Consider the pick and ban rates. Now, DFM banned Divide 30% of the time, which is the most by anybody else. While Nico getting banned against DFM 30% because we all know that, he's really good at Nico. Ari is really good at Nico. 75% win rate with a 6.3 KDA. He's not bad on that stuff. So that's pretty much why the Nico getting banned so much times. Although LeBlanc getting overall banned, of course. And then you got Kai'Sa being banned by Detonation FocusMe. The econ is not bad, but this is the LGL. No disrespect to them, but that's the LGL for you. So I can say that DFM should do way better from that MSI performance, which was abysmal by their own standards. This is the team that managed to get out of play-ins and become the first LGL team to make it to groups for Swiss in this year from 2021. So I expected way better, but because no Evie in the team, Utapon has to hold the top lane, which he does do well. I think he has to step up for this team. I think the rest of the team has to step up in order for them to challenge the play-in teams that we have coming up, of course. months. Now, I have one more bit of news to tell you before we end off. So, the World Song will be taking place coming soon in a couple of days. And if you know me, I'm not a huge K-pop fan. Like, listen, K-pop is not my thing, to be honest. But I listen to a few K-pop. And one of them is the artist KDA, who last performed at Worlds in 2018, the last time Worlds was in Korea. Well, here's the thing. Riot does not go for KDA. They did not go for NCT. They did not go for Twice, nor Blackpink, not even BTS for some reason. They go for an artist called ATEEZ. Like, what? I'm like, huh? Look, listen, first of all, I don't know them. Second of all, I bet you some Koreans kind of know them in their area space, of course. But also, that's kind of feel left field. Then again, Riot Games always do things left field, so for whatever reason, I don't know. But I expect the World Song to come soon. It's gonna be coming out like next week, of course, when my video is coming out. So we might get a listen or something. But I just don't know if the World Song could be pretty good. But then again, you know, last year Lil Nas gave us Star Walking and was pretty nostalgia, of course. So maybe I'll be wrong. Riot always have their business. So anyways, thank you all for watching, and we will see you tomorrow with another team from play-ins to preview. Arigato!